Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. So Christmas is just around the corner, so I thought I'd make a little video, some of my recommendations for some of the tools that I've picked up over the last year or two that I've enjoyed using. Maybe you could buy them as gifts for people in your life that like DIY or just like making things in general. So in this video I'm going to take you through some of the products that I would recommend buying. I think they're good products, and if you're interested in buying any of them, I'll leave Amazon links to the products down in the description box. So here's a product I really like. It's a Stanley 5-meter tape measure, and this is a metric only tape measure. So if you're like me and you get confused between inches and millimeters and centimeters, sometimes I take the measurement from the wrong side of the tape measure, so that can be really confusing at times. This one is metric only, so I don't have to worry about inches. So here are my faithful diamond coated sharpening stones. I've been using these for about a year now, and they're great for sharpening chisels, hand plane cutting irons, anything with a blade really, knives, they're great for that. They have like a plastic cover on the top, and then you've got 3 different grits, 400, 600 and 1000, and that should be enough to get a nice sharp blade. And these come out individually and they have rubber feet on them, so you can use them on the desk individually, and the main tray also has rubber feet and it has holes in it to allow liquid or lapping fluid to drain out and not build up inside. Here is the main mallet that I've been using for the last year or so. It's a Thorax Mallet. I believe these come in different sizes. I've got a sort of general purpose one, really comfortable handle, nice mallet to use, and you can replace these ends, they unscrew, so you can put different hardnesses on. You can put like a harder or a softer end on, or when you've worn out the end you can replace it. Nice mallets. These also come with a wooden handle I believe as well. So here are some of the smoothing planes that I own. Number 4 smoothing planes for flattening boards, small boards, finishing boards, putting chamfers on edges, that sort of thing. It's always good to have a number 4 hand plane if you're into your DIY and your woodworking. So this is one made by Faithful. It's an inexpensive one. I didn't expect too much from it when I bought it, but I've tuned this up nicely and I've been using this one for the last year or so, and surprisingly it's a decent hand plane. It does need a little bit of work when you first get it, but you can tune it up nicely. And I've recently bought this Amazon Basics number 4 hand plane, which I've used a little bit, but this still needs some tuning up. So here are 2 planes to consider for beginner woodworkers, people who don't woodwork too often, maybe the occasional weekend. These are not serious high quality carpentry tools, but they get a job done and you can tune them up nicely. So here are 2 number 4 smoothing planes that you can buy currently on Amazon. So I bought this set of Prestige combination squares made by Faithful a while back, and they're pretty good. I was sick and tired of using cheap combination squares because they're really frustrating to use. The knob here to adjust the ruler tends to seize up on them, be awkward to use, and they don't tend to have a thick enough body to be sort of comfortable to use and accurate. These ones made by Faithful, I think these are excellent. I like the look of them. You get a big one and a small one. Really useful for measuring up the distance of something and then keeping it consistent. So if you're marking up a piece of wood, you can, or if you're centralizing something on a piece of wood, you can use these to help you to get it measured properly. And they have these little removable marking pins in the bottoms of them also, which is a nice touch. They've got nice thick aluminium bodies, which is really good. when you're using them. You can see the thickness there, and they just look good. So really nice set of combination squares. So here are some inexpensive hammers. A small one for panel pins, small jobs, and then a general purpose 16-ounce claw hammer. These are made by Blue Spot, and they're very cheap and useful. They have sort of resin shafts and rubberized grip handles. Good general purpose hammers. So I use this 3-in-1 oil all the time in the workshop to lubricate parts and tools. It's really handy, always good to have around the workshop. You can use it to protect the surface of cast iron tabletops, lubricate hand tools such as hand planes, all of the moving parts. It's a great little product. So if you're looking to buy somebody an affordable set of chisels, I'm currently using these chisels by Silverline. I believe they're called Silverline Expert Chisels, and I was pleasantly surprised with these. I think they're very good value for money chisels. I bought a set of 4, and then I bought this one separately. You can buy all sorts of sizes. This is a 32mm, but the general set of 4 is great. They have decent length handles, and there's no rubber on here, so it's not going to sort of pick away and chew up like I've had on other cheap chisels. These are sort of hard plastic, hard wearing, and you can see the support that goes all the way through the shaft. There's the metal striking cap at the end, and it's supported all the way through. So good quality, heavy duty sort of chisels, and they're not too bad either. I sharpen these up nicely, I flatten the backs, I got them razor sharp. They're decent chisels for the money, in my opinion. So this is a Shinto rasp made in Japan, and these are double-sided. They've got a fine side and a coarse side. Really good for removing material quite quickly. I haven't used this one much yet, but when I did use it, I was surprised how much material it removed so quickly. Really well made, useful tool for sanding down edges and just general purpose wood removal, sanding type activities. So another really useful and inexpensive tool that I would highly recommend are these Irwin quick clamps. You can get all different sizes of these. I've had these since before I built my workshop, so a long time now, probably 5 or 6 years, and I've been using them regularly ever since. They're really lightweight, useful, they clamp down well, they do a really good job, they're durable, and they're not too expensive either. So these are my main ear defenders then. If I'm using a loud power tool such as the table saw, I'll put these on. And these ones are nice and comfortable. They're made by Peltor. The model is 3M Optime 2. And I found these to be really good at protecting my ears from loud noise, and they're pretty comfortable. So they do a good job. If you know somebody who's always trying to break up pallets to get free wood, then you might want to get them one of these. I've had this since my channel started. It's a pallet breaker, and I've broke up countless pallets with this really well made tool to get between those slats and pop them off the pallet. Here is my mini square. This is really useful when you're setting up power tools such as miter saws, table saws. If you want to get a saw blade square, you can check it with this miniature square. Really cheap tool, but so useful. So here is a spirit level that I use, made by Stanley. It's a nice little size for doing smaller jobs, putting up small shelves, fitting an electrical box, that sort of thing. It's nice and robust. It's got rubberized ends on it, so if you drop it, it's protected in that way, and it's got a magnet on the bottom. Just a nice feeling, good quality little spirit level, and it's affordable, quite cheap too. So another really useful tool that's often overlooked is a dustpan and brush, but in particular a metal dustpan. I have this old brush that I use with it that's really nice and soft. That doesn't come with it, but a metal dustpan in the workshop will last many years, and it's just really useful to just tidy up surfaces with, and it's much better than any plastic one in my opinion. Here is another product that I would recommend. They're very cheap and affordable. These are like large bar clamps that you can buy. You can buy different sizes. This one's pretty long, as you can see. Ideal if you want to make a little coffee table, clamp up a tabletop, that sort of thing. These kind of clamps can be very expensive, so if you're on a budget, I think these are probably the cheapest ones you can get. They work quite well. They're not the strongest clamp, but if you're careful with them, they do a good job. So I wanted to mention these screwdrivers made by Draper. This is the model 186 chrome vanadium screwdriver. You can get different sizes of these. I only have this one, but I found them to be very good quality screwdrivers. Really nice screwdrivers to use. Okay, so that is about it for this video then. As I say, if you would like to buy these products, I'll leave my Amazon links down in the description box of this video to those products. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please remember to like and also consider subscribing for more DIY related videos. Merry Christmas, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.